Turn now to the chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee, Republican Mike McCaul. He joins us from Austin. Mr. Chairman, after seeing these reports, after hearing from a spokesman for the Jordanian government this morning, do you believe this administration, the Obama administration, is taking this threat seriously enough?
Not enough, and they never have. They won't even define the enemy for what it is, and that's radical Islamist extremism. I believe the airstrikes have been limited, had limited success. It's a policy of containment, not a policy to degrade and destroy the enemy. I think, if anything, the lighting on fire of this Jordanian pilot will now galvanize, I hope, the Arab nations to fight ISIS, including on the ground. We heard in your segment piece earlier that they say it's our fight. It's also the United States fight, because we don't want them to attack us here on the homeland. So I think that under U.S. leadership, if we could galvanize these Arab nations, Sunni Arabs against Sunni extremists, ISIS in Syria, that would be the ideal. I think that there's no ground force in Syria. And as you heard in your reporting, the airstrikes are not sufficient to date to take care and take out ISIS right now.
Well, let me just ask you this, Mr. Chairman. As horrible as it is, as horrific as these scenes are that we are seeing, do these people pose a threat to the American homeland?
Well, I believe they do, and the reason why, we have 50,000 ISIS strong and growing. I believe this propaganda film, which is almost like a Hollywood horror movie, will inflame more recruits to come in. It will also galvanize, I hope, the Arab nations. But let's face it, there are about 15 to 20,000, it's gone up to 20,000 foreign fighters, 5,000 with Western passports. We've had hundreds of Americans that have traveled to fight in the region, and some of those have returned. So we talk about barbarians at the gate. We need to keep them out of the gate, and we need to monitor those who've gotten through the gate. This is a serious homeland security issue as well. We don't want to see what happened in Paris happen here in the United States.
General John Allen, who is the head of the U.S. military effort against ISIS, told ABC this morning that ISIS is at and these are his words, an entirely different level than al-Qaeda. They're better organized, he said. They have better command. Do you agree with his assessment?
Absolutely. I mean, al-Qaeda denounced them because they're so brutal in their tactics, but they are a governing, functioning caliphate now. They own territory. They have a lot of money, and so they are far more dangerous, I think, than al-Qaeda has ever been. They're a lot more better organized. And if you look at their social media propaganda, like the film of the Jordanian pilot, is so sophisticated, and they send that out over the world to sort of inflame the potential radicalized Islam world. We're worried about not only the foreign fighters, but also the homegrown violent extremists that can look over the internet and get radicalized over the internet here in the United States.
Mr. Chairman, thank you so much for joining us now. Really
Thanks, Bob.
Appreciate it.